Let's talk about it in the new one.
Of course, no, I ain't gonna charge it because nigga, I'm finna own the damn phone. That's just like paying myself.
Come on, your your Quatazar, come on over to the new channel. It's me. I'm live right now. I'm about to. What? Nah. Yeah. So yeah, it got the Michael Love. The last stream got cut. We on to a new one. I was just trying to get everybody back in this one, but we live. I'm just waiting on the brothers to come over to this channel. Do, 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 do. Let me share it. Make sure y'all share this video. You know what I mean? Share it on your Facebook, on your Twitter, whatever you want. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Invite your friends and family come see come check these episodes out. You know what I'm saying? We talking about some real life events that I think the whole entire world could benefit from what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So definitely bring your family through, bring your friends through. Oh damn, my bad. I hit remove. We got the Weezy up in this bitch.
Hell
I wonder
yeah.
if your quarters not
Damn.
gonna come back.
The brother was bringing out
You know what I
something heavy
mean?
and I accidentally cut him off. I don't know what I did.
Nah, I mean shit. He
But
if it was listen, he'll come over here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He can drop that shit again.
uh, yeah, I guess we back at it like a crack at it.
Back at it like a
If you
crack
viewing
at
this,
it with a
Yakwataza
bad
Salakia.
habit.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Warrior. If you viewing this, I don't know what I pressed, but I'm in this new channel.
It's all right. We're gonna bring back the scary figure up on the screen. We're gonna bring this back up on the screen right here, right here. This guy. This is the talk of the town right here, man. Like this. Listen, he is to me. This man is the face of gospel. Kirk Franklin is the face of gospel music, and it's not like he changed. There's nothing that has changed about Kirk Franklin since the moment he came on the scene. You know what I mean? This man has always wore lip gloss. He's always dressed effeminately. He always moved effeminately. He's always come off to me as flamboyant and Ghey. That's how Excuse me. That's how he's always come off to me. Now y'all let me know if I'm alone, if I'm the only one that thinks that. But me personally, I think this man always been like this. So I don't know why we so surprised. And in fact, I'll give y'all another personal story. In part one of this episode, I talked about my discrepancies in middle school, right? Well, I'll tell you about some of the discrepancies that I've had in church. When I was coming up in church, all of the men that were involved in the chorus, like the singing group, were alternative lifestyle. And I remember telling my grandmother, like, yeah, this nigga is alternative lifestyle. And she told me, no, he ain't alternative lifestyle. Of course, I'm using alternative lifestyle as a replacement for the word that I want to use because, of course, social media thinks that's an ugly word. It's a bad word, right? But I can say nigga all I want. But this guy was an alternative lifestyle nigga. And I told my grandmother that. She's like, no, that's not true. He's just in touch with his feminine side. And at the end of the day, I internalized that as, yeah, he's gay. So like, I internalized that as, yeah, he's alternative lifestyle. If you in touch with your feminine side, I mean, you alternative, nigga.
Listen,
So I internalized it as that. And that's
can,
how I carried it. But go ahead.
can we talk about that? About men being in touch with their feminine side? Is that even a thing?
No, it's not a thing. There's no such thing as being in touch with your a man is all right, especially for the Christian church. This is something that the Christian church for some reason don't understand but needs to grasp. In Genesis it says that male and female made he them. It also says no effeminate shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. There's only male and female, and by you saying that a man who's masculine is in touch with his feminine side means that either God made a mistake or God didn't tell us that masculine men can be feminine as well. But no effeminate shall enter the kingdom of heaven. So you mean to tell me that if a man is acting showing signs of femininity, he's that's okay? He's gonna be in heaven and he's saved? Hell no. Like the Christian church does not believe in the Bible, and that's evident. That has become evident because when the Bible says that you know a man should not lie with another man, and no feminist should be entering the kingdom of heaven, that becomes null and void. But then when it says in the New Testament, even in the New Testament where Christ says the law is not done away with, they don't believe that either. So you don't believe in the Old Testament, you don't believe in the New Testament. So you just don't believe in the Bible. So why are you carrying the Bible as if it's your, as if it's the holy grail to your religion when you don't even believe in it? You don't believe nothing that comes out of the Bible. You don't believe in the Old Testament because that the old covenant was done away with. Jesus died on the cross for our sins. But Jesus Christ himself said, I did not come to do away with the law. So what the fuck? You don't believe in the Bible. There's no such thing as being in touch with your feminine side. You are a Homo sapien. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta pee real quick. Hold on.
Listen, what he's saying is 100% correct. Nigga, you need to check your spirit if that's the way you think. You know what I mean? It is no such thing as a man being in touch with his feminine side. For what? What do you need to be in touch with your feminine side for? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds gay, in touch. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? There's plenty enough women out here for that. You as a man, be a man. Let a woman be a woman. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas who are in touch with their feminine side hate women too. Like, why are you trying to take the glory of a woman so you can be in touch with your feminine side? Like, let her be feminine. That's what she do. She know how she know how to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and give her honor for that. Give her props. I
Yeah,
mean,
where your questions are at, man? Listen, at the end of the day, being in touch with your feminine side just means you are gay. Own up to it. You're gay, man. You understand? Some of your parents should have taught you that being an alternative lifestyle member is a sin according to the Bible. They should have taught you that men are masculine and women are feminine. They should have told you that because that the whole concept of being in touch with your feminine side is bred through your mother and your father not telling you the roles of man and female or male and female. They didn't teach you the roles of male and female. You know what I mean? Instead, they probably saw you, put your mom's heels on. You know what I'm saying? They probably saw you seen your mom's heels in the corner and you decide to wear them because children are impressionable. And because children are so impressionable, if they're growing up around their mother and they're not seeing their father ever, and they don't see a man put on boots and go to work, they see their mother put on heels and go and do whatever the hell his mother does. So if he's only seeing a grown up adult put on heels, and in his mind he thinks that's just what grown ups wear. Grown ups wear heels. So now he puts on grown up heels because that's just what grown ups wear. It's not a male or female thing. It's just an adult thing. Well, I wear kids' shoes, but mommy wears heels. And mommy's an adult, so I'm going to try to be like an adult and wear heels. And so now Junior starts to wear his mother's heels, and the mother looks at it like, oh, okay, you think you're a girl. Oh, that's fine, baby. You can be a girl if you want to. You are a terrible fucking parent. You're an idiot at that. You're a stupid, terrible parent. You don't deserve children. You know what I mean? You should keep your legs locked and closed because you don't know how to raise children. Your child needs to be taught what the difference is between masculine and feminine. That's why they grow up and want to wear heels because you taught them that, oh, it's okay to wear heels if that's what you want to do. No, it's not. It's not normal. You're not born that way. You're raised that way. And kid you not, probably 8 times out of 10, that child, if that child grows up to be alternative lifestyle, he's probably been molested as a child, which further proves that you are a terrible parent because you didn't watch over your child close enough. You didn't check what's on your child's mind, like what's going on with your child. What happened? Did something happen to you? I noticed a change in your behavior. I noticed a change in your grades. Y'all know that grades can show you that your child is going through something. I don't know if you parents out there know that, but your child's grades, if you start to see a decline in your child's grades, it could be an indicator that a child is going through something. If you see behavioral problems in your child's record at school, that can show that something is traumatic is happening in that child's life. You should check it out. Pee in the bed. Psychologically, when kids go through trauma, they start to pee the bed. And all you do is whoop your child and discipline them for peeing in the bed, but you don't ever stop and think, well, maybe that child is peeing in the bed because he's going through some trauma. You are a terrible parent. You see things like this going on in your child's life, you should stop and say, hey, is something wrong? You know what I mean? Like what's going on? You all right? You know you can talk to me about anything, right? You know I'm not gonna be mad at you if you want to tell me what's going on. You know I'm not gonna I'm not gonna beat you or nothing if you tell me what's going on. I love you. I care about you. I want to make sure that you good. You parents are failing, and that's why you have Kirk Franklin's. It's why you have TD Jakes. It's why you have Creflo Dollars and what's that Eddie Long. And understand this, those same Creflo Dollars and TD Jakes and Eddie Longs and Kirk Franklins are going to make more Kirk Franklins, more TD Jakes, more Creflo Dollars, and more Eddie Longs. That's what happens. It's this cycle. It's how this thing continues. It's like a plague. It's like a disease. The only way a virus survives is if it has a host. And the only way to get that virus a host is by passing it along. You should have learned that in COVID. Niggas didn't want to be in the same building as another motherfucker because they didn't want to catch COVID. You understand? Let alone 6 feet from a nigga. You had to stand 6 feet from motherfuckers because you didn't want to catch the virus. And if you think back in the 90s, there was the same thing with AIDS and HIV. Niggas didn't want to stand close to each other. They didn't want to touch each other because they thought that that's how you got AIDS. It's like, oh, don't touch me. You know what I mean? You gay? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You alternative lifestyle? Oh no, I can't fuck with you because you got AIDS. You got HIV. It was just like on your mind, like that's what happened. That's how people get AIDS. They get AIDS from being sleeping from a man sleeping with a man. That was the way of life. That's how they thought. And they weren't wrong necessarily. They were just wrong in the fact that it's not a touch type of disease. You can't get it by touch, by contact. You know what I mean? Eventually they found out that you get AIDS and HIV through sexual contact. But for a while it was just, I don't even want to be, I don't want to, you know how many people quit their jobs because they didn't want to work next to an alternative lifestyle member? You know how many people, how many of those alternative people got fired because they was bringing, you know, disruption to the business, to the corporation or whatever? People lost their jobs left and right. Then Magic Johnson had to go and buy the damn cure so he can stay on the team. You know what I mean? So that's how it's looked at, and you should treat it the same way. Just because we're in 2024 doesn't mean that this thing is no longer needs to be quarantined. This thing absolutely needs to be quarantined. Now, I'm not saying that the only way that you get AIDS and HIV is through homosexual contact and activity, but that's like the number one way to get it. That's the number one way to spread it. You know what I mean? And it don't matter what type of medications you create to get rid of it. The Lord will send a new plague. That's why you got monkeypox. Now the Lord has sent monkeypox out here. So if you now it's physical contact. Now it's just if you brush up against an alternative member, you got the monkeypox. It's like cooties. Monkeypox is just like cooties now. Back in preschool, you used to, you know what I'm saying, you didn't want to touch the girl or whatever because girls had cooties. Now it turns out that your fellow brother got cooties because he want to be a girl. Ain't that ironic? It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, so y'all trying to fight this thing up and shit.
I see you, man. I thought you were not gonna say it. I'm like, damn, this nigga is falling asleep.
My bad, man.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Y'all niggas old.
Yeah, man.
Y'all niggas old, man. I'm gonna let y'all go to bed.
Nah, but you right though. You right, man.
You don't even know what I said.
Nah, I heard you. Nah, for real, I heard you, bro. I heard everything you said. So, man, at the end of the day, man, all of that is trained behavior. Nobody's born that way. You know what I mean? Use something that
Absolutely.
they force or put on you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be born and wake up and boop, you're gay. Nah, that's not how it's done, man. So,
Thanks.
know the signs. It's there. Know the signs.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, man. Peep the signs, and you too can avoid your child getting AIDS and HIV or monkeypox or whatever disease the Lord got planned next. You understand? So, anything you want to close with?
Well, that's the last. Kirk Franklin is the last article.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, no. Speaking of article, so let me read it before we close out. Let me finish reading what the article actually says, if my computer will let me.
Are you with me? Oh yeah.
LGBTQ. I used to go to sleep to that shit.
What?
That's the indoctrination that they put on us as kids. When I was in pre-K, they would
What?
play that
What
that
stomp?
stomp song. Like, yeah, they would play that shit while we sleep, and you would have that shit on your mind as you sleep.
Damn,
You
he
know what I'm
was
saying?
stomping in your
That's how
sleep.
yeah, that's how impactful Kirk Franklin was on my youth. You know what I'm
What?
saying? On not just mine, but of course, all the other kids that I'm in the class with. They used to play that shit while we slept. You know what
Stomp.
I'm saying? Yeah. Oh. Do you want a revolution? No, nigga. Not your revolution. Listen, and that's heavy because he did start a revolution. He started a revolution of flamboyant little boys.
Yeah, that's probably what his mission was. Who
That,
knows?
apparently,
All along.
apparently. Because as far as I can remember, Kurt Franklin has always been feminine, in touch with his feminine side. For as long as I've known him, and I've known him since my damn conception, seemed like.
Yeah. I think he had a show too on BET or something like that.
He
Where he was
did.
trying to find out who his father was. See, that'd be the
Yeah.
problem too. Not enough male
Damn right.
influences in the household, man. Not enough.
There's a video I seen. Maybe we'll play it next week, but there's a video I seen. Somebody was asking these group of young boys, what is the most what is the hardest thing to deal with as a young black boy or whatever. And the boys was like, shit, not having a father figure. You know what I mean? Like not having a father figure was the biggest problem or the hardest thing to overcome growing up. Even now, even still, the boys is young. They probably 16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? They young, and they even still, like, the first thing all of them could think of was, not having a father figure, which also equates to growing up with a single mother. You know what I mean? That was the hardest part for them. And because of it, now you see why there are so many young boys in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging, dope slinging, whatever it is, out on the streets, and just don't have no purpose because they didn't grow up with a father.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate enough, even though my father got locked up, like my father was locked up for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But he was still when he was in prison, he was still in my life. Like he would message me. He would you know what I'm saying, write letters and stuff, send me letters, writing to me. He would draw pictures. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know what I mean? Like if you wondering where I get my artistic, talent from, it's from my dad. You know what I mean? My dad was artistic. He drew a lot. He colored and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He would color pictures and stuff like that and send them to me. And he taught me, he taught me how to color in the lines from a prison cell. From a prison cell, my dad taught me how to color within the lines. You know what I'm saying? He taught I called him one time and he was he just asked me questions and he asked me if I got the letters I sent him, if I got the pictures he sent me, if I got the coloring book he sent me, stuff like that. And he would give me tips on art. You know what I'm saying? When you coloring, color inside the lines. You gotta try to color. He taught me how to color inside the lines from a prison cell, right? So fortunately, I was fortunate enough to actually have a father, even though my father wasn't there. And when he got out, he still was that, father figure in my life. But it was important to have that. Otherwise, a nigga wouldn't know what it was like to be a man. I wouldn't know what it was like to be masculine, because all you have is a mother when you don't have a father. And your mother cannot be masculine. No matter how hard she tries, no matter what she does, she'll never be a masculine figure. You'll always look at her like, oh, that's my mama. You ain't gonna look at it like women like to say, oh yeah, I'm the mama and the daddy. No, the hell you're not. And no child is ever gonna look at you like you the mama and the daddy. Realistically, they're not. They're gonna disrespect you. They're gonna try you. They're gonna love you, but they're gonna try you like you not. You can't do when that nigga turns 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? His nuts drop. Pause. That nigga, he's not gonna listen to shit you saying. He gonna try you. And he might try to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? So because that's all he got from you. All he got from you was how to resolve your problems with violence. That's all he ever got from his mother was how to resolve your problems with violence and yelling and cussing niggas out. So who's to say that he not gonna turn around and do the same thing you taught him?
That's what it be for real, man. Like the primary solution of fixing the black community is standing behind black men. Like the minute we start to back black men is the minute we'll start to see our communities clean up a bit. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't I mean we think of it like it's something so hard, or like we got to get more money, we got to get more resources, we need more schools. No, we need to stand with black men. That's what we need. We need more fathers in the home, more brothers at the crib, more father figures, more masculine figures around our community. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? And until we realize that, we're gonna continue to be in the situation that we in.
Yeah. Man, I can't do anything right now. My phone, my computer is like frozen.
Yeah, my
So if
shit
you want to
frozen
end
too.
it, oh,
Alright.
Esau is the oppressor is the devil. The Bible speaks of. It's all his fault.
Yeah.
Another
Alright.
thing too, man. Get white Jesus out your house. White Jesus is the reason why your men aren't men. Black men aren't men because of white Jesus. Get him out of your house ASAP, sooner than later.
Straight up. We up out of here.
We out of here.
That's everything. Everything has been said.
Everything is everything.
All right, then, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m., man. War as usual. Two Moon Blunt said job.
Mon
All
Blanc
right.
said, "Job, el diablo es el hombre blanco es el diablo." Uh, that's all I know.
Damn right. Damn right. All right. Shalom, Israel.